I don't know if I'm live, but we'll check. I don't see us live. Nope. I don't see it's live right now. We might be live. Let me just reset this one more time and see if we're live. Yeah, baby, we're live again. I think we're live. God, when this thing goes down, it's terrible. It's like when this thing goes down, it's like I wonder if it's just an interrupted service, maybe like a dropped signal or something. It's got to be something like that. Subscribers, right? Any duration. On done. Okay. I think we got it. Sorry about that. We're all like, yeah, roar. I was inside the Discord and I'm like, it was probably a goddamn, like, probably like a bear at YouTube that's like, die. Like, turn him off right now. We got to pull back a little bit. It's probably like Rich Pavorsky's like, shut down that YouTube channel. All the YouTube channels out there. We got to save this some of this shit for the end of the day. Okay, so we got PT end of the day. We know about this thing up here. We know about the 4 hour. We got the daily trigger up here. All good places to sell. But there's 1,500. We got to throw one more in there. Right there. And we got to do, there's 1615. We'll watch this one too. Let me just check. We haven't broken that downside up. I'll show you this right now if you want. So a couple things here. Just a few things here. So this is still alive right here. Okay, that's actually still alive. That really is. That's still alive right there. It's right there. Okay. Now let's go look at this really quick. So this is what I have here. Should I just get rid of this right now? Well, I'll do this again in a minute. I just want to make sure that everybody's joining us has an idea of the expectation into the weekend. So just let's cool down a little bit. So this is what I have for expectations here. We already hit that one right there. You see it? We already hit it. But I want to show you a few places here, okay? We have unlocked this down move. This is already unlocked. Just so you know, this is unlocked already. Fuck, I didn't get rid of the white line, did I? Did I get rid of that white line? It doesn't matter if it's there or not. So we hit this one down here. And this unlocked downside. Okay? Now, knowing that this is unlocked, right here, it's unlocked. Now, knowing that, if we go up here and tag this one, this kind of goes away. I mean, it's still there. The problem is that if we go up here and unlock that, this would be one move higher. And you're likely going to hit one more before we roll. We're not there yet. We want to watch what the close is. This is 1,600 right here. We really want to see what happens up here. This is your weekend expectation, though. I want you to see this, okay? This is your weekend expectation. Now, even though this is your weekend expectation, you know, like, you just can't hit this fucker right here. Because what can really happen here is we can go up here, nail that shit right there, and the Bulls have another chance at this before the roll. And I want you to know that where's the pivots? I want you to know that do you see this dotted line? I want you to know that like you can still like we can fucking do all this stupid shit before they come in here. The key part of this is that you realize that the way is still lower. So let me just show this to you. This doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter if we go up here. The way is lower. That's important. If you begin to see at any point that roll, let's say you see something like this, that means it triggers that downside move, okay? You got to be aware of that shit. Well, you got to be aware that if we squeeze up, you have to wait then for the roll to take that trade down, okay? Now, I want to not propose, but I want to show you one more thing here. I want to show you one more thing. I heard bulls say that's bottom. That's not true. I got to tell you right now. So I got to show you what it would take for that to be bottom. If this is bottom, I'm going to show you exactly what it would look like. If that's bottom, I don't think you can. I'll be honest with you. You can't come back down. I don't think you can. I'm not going to give you that if you're, because we're in risk off here. So I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. If that's bottom, I'm going to show you what when you can say, yes, we're in the clear for the moment or whatever. You would need to take out this high right here. You would need to take that fucking full thing out. Now, even if you did that, you're likely going to come back down to either the half an hour trigger or the hourly trigger, one or the other. You would need that next high. Even if you failed that, that'd be okay. This would begin to put you into some kind of positive. Now, this is where it gets important. I got to say this to you guys. Under any normal circumstance, that's price, let's say. Under any normal circumstance, if we were at like the bottom of velocity on monthly, weekly, daily, if this was not the end of the year, I would say buy the fuck out of this. In this instance, I would say that you would need to like see this, and I would still be waiting for that like just that new high to begin talking about that. You gotta be fucking a badass in there, and I think this will persist into the year end. Listen to me closely if you're a bull. I think this would persist. I think you should expect volatility even in positive gamma. And I want to show you what could happen here too is You could see, like, do you see this right here as OpEx? Listen this closely here. Even if it becomes bullish, this OpEx will have a tendency to want to return to this. Either just before Friday, like right here. We'll have a tendency to want to return to this number on month end. And there's a couple reasons, and then you get the real roll. Like, you're gonna get a roll, and then you're gonna get a real roll. And we could see like that down there is easy. Okay. Like, I'm serious. Like, a bull I would expect this. This is Wednesday, 1400, 1600. None of this would shock me down here. And then it brings up another bigger question. It brings up another bigger question, which is, can this recover? And then you can get your risk on again, like literally twice. And this would be something like this. If it's bullish, I'll show you what it would look like. Like, let me show you the work that the bulls likely need to do. Something like this, garbage. You would come back up, make the new high right here. Actually, you'd make that high. You'd make that high right there. I think this is what Pravorsky is talking about, and this is what Charlie's talking about. If I had to guess, guys, like, and then this is your outlook for the 31st. And I kid you not, it would probably be like this. Something fucked up like this. You should snip this right now if you're a bull. If you're bullish on end of year, it's something like this. I know it looks like shit, but you'd fail this one right here, right about there. And this thing would be kind of garbage. I don't think you could get the all-time high, and once you do, they're going to want to sell it, so it'd probably be like right in there. They would sneak it up. You get the all-time high. And what do we do when we get an all-time high? You sell, right? If it's like this, it's something like this. Now, what else is fucked up about this is this matters down here. All this matters. Like, whatever this is right here, you start seeing like a low. You start seeing a low right here. You mark that fucker off. And if they start doing this shit, like on the 5th, 3rd, 5th, any of that shit right there, we're fucking selling. You can like start closing all your shit for the end of the year, and we will fucking bury this shit into Christmas. So you gotta be. I do think it's somewhere up here. You can kind of see it. That's a nice big juicy fucking trade for the Bears, dudes. We're not there yet. This is unknown. I don't think anybody can claim this. I think people can claim this right here. I think people can claim some kind of down move right there seems rational. Something like this. And I would think that if I'm wrong, I would need to see, for me to change my viewpoint or my outlook, it would have to be something like this. Like this. And then I would need to see a beat on this. But I want to warn you, fucking even like fucking, dude, Charlie McGilligut's a badass, man. That guy's like, yeah, you'll do that shit, and then we're going to come down here and start panicking again. You know, and then you got, you know what's crazy about this is, guess what you have? You got the fucking, the pump and scam is already on for, when's FOMC? 15th, I think. So ready? The Fed meeting's right here. This makes sense. I mean, you could even do it like this, right there. It's like pure fucking garbage right there. If I was a dealer and shit, it'd be something like this. If I was a real fucking dickhead. If I was like a real bastard, right? Something fucking stupid like this. And what's really fucking scary about this too is, really fucking stupid about this is something like that. And what's really fucking stupid about this is like there's a lot of risk down here. Like you could blast down here, fucking boom. You know, suck it all back up. You know, then we're back up here for Fed bullshit. You know, price in a fucking Fed cut, whether you get it or not. Oh my God, with 25 basis points. There's your 705. Another thing that could happen would be you slam down here, ricochet off, and then you actually get the Fed rate cut. Or you get the price, or they say, oh my God, the economy is awful. We get the unemployment numbers. We're getting a Fed rate cut. Like literally right here. I think we get some unemployment data right here. So we plunge down here, unemployment data. Oh my God, we're getting a rate cut, bro. They price all that rate cut in. You get a 25 basis point cut. There's your 705. So there's like, you know, if you're a bull, right? I'm being serious here. Like, if you're a fucking bull, let's look at this more closely. If you're a fucking bull, if you're a goddamn bull, right? When did I say for we got Monday, Friday, right? I said sell Wednesday. So here's Wednesday, 1600. How's that fucker right there? How's this fucker right here? And then I think unemployment data is coming on the 3rd or something. All of a sudden it's like, bro, we got to price in a cut. There's 15th, 17th right there. Price in a cut. There's Fed Jubilee, all-time high. Back down again. There's your 705. Your daily trigger comes down here. One more fuck you. Sell the holiday. Dude, and this is viable. Like, we're looking down. We're not looking up. Even up here, we're looking down. I want to impress upon you that even if we get bullish, it's only to serve selling. Please believe me. And at the end of the year, please believe me. So I'm not saying we can't trade this. I'm not saying we can't trade that test of the all-time high. I'm not saying we can't do this. I'm just letting you know that these fucks are looking down. These fuckers are looking down here. If I was a seller, you know, it's fucking like right up here. That 85 mark right there, 825. That fucker I'd be trying to sell. And I'd be trying to sell that shit right there. I don't know about the Fed meeting. You could take a shot at it at least. If it breaks and starts selling, yeah. I would at least take a shot at a high on the Fed meeting. But I think that a lot of bulls think that it's going to be like this. Boom. And we're partying or some shit. I don't think so. I would at least be trying to do this one down here. I mean, at least something like that, right? Hold on. Oh. So just look at it from here. If you are a bull, You probably have the chance to buy a low here, a low fucking here, and a low fucking there. But you got chances in here. But to think that think you're not gonna have another low, you're out of your fucking minds. You're at least gonna trade 656 again. At a minimum, I think so. I would not trust these fucking sellers. They're gonna hammer this shit. And these are fucking trap bulls. Excuse me. These fucks right here are going to try to sell you. These are fucking bulls. These are goddamn bulls that want off the fucking train. They want off the fucking carnival ride. Don't believe those fuckers. Do not believe them. They're going to try to sell this and this. There'll be one offloading here. There'll be another offloading there. Matter of fact, I'll just reverse it. Should be like this. Down here. And then at least this. And this could actually be even worse. This could be down there. There's your tick. I mean, it could be fucking violence, guys. You think everything's honky fucking dory. You come into Wednesday, Thanksgiving, flush, sell. Everybody's crying down there. All of a sudden, oh my God, the unemployment data comes out. You know, it's like, okay, bros, we're back at it. Oh God. You know, it could get ugly. It could just stall right in here. And then you're like working your way back up over here. You're back in here again. Fucking, you get your fucking cha-ching print on Fed Chair Pow. I just want you to know this is farther out in time, but you know, I can draw this like this. I mean, I can draw this with all this shit in here and just tell you this. You know, it's something like this. It's something like this right here. And there's 705. But you ready? You ready? Here, this is what the regular people folks will do for you. It's right here, bro. This is your bottom of range right here. Now, what happens in between here and there? Nobody fucking knows. I don't think anybody knows. I think you literally have to, oh, sorry. I think you literally have to, if you're a seller or a buyer, I think you literally have to be watching all of these inflection points. I think you need to be like Johnny on the spot. You come up here, they're going to try to sell. You come up here, they're going to try to sell. Up here, they're going to try to sell. And if we begin rolling at any point, you got to take it downtown. I do not trust buyers. I told you this and you guys got mad at me. I fucking don't. I don't. You want to be somebody badass? Look down here. I'm not shitting you. Do I think it's going to get that bad? Probably not. But just note that you have to be, if you're a bull, you have to be very, 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 very like, you know, I tell the bears this. I'm always telling the bears, like when we're in like risk on, what do I tell the bears? You got to be in and out. You got to make sure that you're hitting that button at the right fucking time. And I think this applies to the bulls too. I think if at any moment you start seeing some shit like this, you're like, oh, everything's great, bro. And all of a sudden we start losing it, making new lows. And you need to be on sell side until it stops. Until it fucking stops and makes a bottom and starts making a new high. Bears don't have to worry about this shit. A fucking bear can just sit up here waiting for it. Bears are literally right now and like, give me a high. Any fucking high. Go to 85. Go to 700. Roll right now. Like, look at this right here. They have all day long to do this. They have all this room. They have all this fucking room right here. Think about if you're a bull, you're hoping we get to 705. If you're a bear, they're not. They're just like, fucking do whatever you need to do, man. You need to get up there? Sure. I'm selling it. So just be aware of that, okay, as we move into next week and whatever. Kind of showed you the idea or the gist of this stuff. The rest of it is just mechanics. Pretty easy. Follow your fucking rules. Even sellers, follow your fucking rules. The way is lower in my view. So I'm going to assume that this does not, like, it's like that, of course, but probably more like this. It's like seller's delight, not buyer's delight. And you know, here's what's fucked up too. There's something else fucked up. So when we're in buy side, right? Buyers are given more than one opportunity to make money. So let's say you're short here, or you buy puts here. You know, you're gonna get another fucking shot of that. You're eventually going to be right. Even if a bull took it up here, you see where they wind up? The bear can exit. The bear has ample opportunity to exit. The bear can sell right where we are right now and be right on Monday. If we go up here, they can be flat. If we go up here, you know it's going to get sold here. Like the 665 area is like bear fucking. The bears know what's up here. You know what I'm saying? They put enough time on their shit, they're going to win. And not only are they going to win, depending upon where it happens, if it happens in here and we blast through, they're going to stay short or stay in their puts. You know, if they're getting hurt up here and hurt up here and they blast down and it just touches, they can close. If it blasts through, they stay in for more down. So, like, the Bears have a lot going on here for themselves. I just want you to know that. They got a good position here. And I want you to see this right here. You can see that they already started a position. Some fucker took it already. This guy that took this one probably has time on his trade. And he knows that he can withstand, you know, that upside move in this. He's going to have, like, time to exit if we go up. Like, so this guy right here, this seller right here, this fucking seller that's right here. This fucking seller knows that even if he gets squeezed out here, if this holds, starts going up, he can exit. Minimal damage on that one fucking tick. Look at that shit. This one tick right here, whoever that guy is right here, that is a gangster trader. That's a gangster. He has options. I don't mean options like stock market options. That guy's got a lot going for him. And he doesn't need the print today. He doesn't care about squeezing. He doesn't care about an up day on Monday. If he manages his trade well enough, he'll get out with minimal pain. He might not make any money, and he can add to his position if it works. He can probably at some point get out down here and make some kind of money. And only if we start violently squeezing would he really get hurt. So for the stock market, it's a pretty good position. That tick right there. He just puts enough time on it, it's going to print one way or another, or it's going to be flat. He's got a very low probability that he's not correct to some extent, that he's not going to see some kind of gains. As a matter of fact, he's seeing gains right now, not a ton, but he's seeing some. And he'll likely be afforded something here, something there, or at least flat. Now remember that we can move this out here. Remember that this can take place, this thing right here, this can take place on Tuesday, Wednesday close. Doesn't matter if it's Wednesday. Doesn't matter if it's a Monday high. Doesn't matter if it's Tuesday high. Doesn't matter if it's a Wednesday high. He doesn't give a fuck. Now, do I think we go down into this close? No. I think we squeeze again. I think we squeeze the spell. But I could be wrong. Just note. And we have not broken that white line up there, so this is still available here. But I think we squeeze. A whole bunch of bears are out there just slamming the sell button. They're like, fucking crash puts on Monday, baby. Just be aware out there if you're a fucking bull. If you took the money and ran on that 665 trade, what is your stance if you're a buyer? What would your mantra be? Give me blood. That's your best bet as a buyer right now. Give me blood. Even if you don't get it, give me blood. Deeper the better. And if you're sell side, you're in control right now. I want you to know that. That tick up there, this one right here. This tick right there. That guy is a gangster. He's got really good positioning. He can hold like a squeeze. He can hold two highs. He knows that even if he's wrong, he's going to be given two exits. He'll be given two exits. Pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Let's say it's a nice entry for a bear. First one right there. Let's watch this close. Half-hour trigger crossing up through the hourly trigger right now. I want you all to have yourself a great weekend. Please, I don't care if you're a bear, a bull, buyer, seller. Please do me a solid. If you're not leaving on vacation, do me a solid. Enjoy your weekends, please. Please. Please enjoy your weekends. Please do that. Refresh. We only get these opportunities a couple times a year where we have a concentration of chill. This is one of them. You got Thanksgiving, the Christmas and other holidays. You get Memorial Day and Labor Day. You get a little bit more with like New Year's. Take a breather. Place your trades. Close your laptop. Don't spend the weekend like dooming yourself or pumping yourself up. You come back and you're just take your weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Please do that. I appreciate you too, Jason. I want you all to know out there coming into Thanksgiving, and I am very grateful to know you all. I know I got crispy this week, but I haven't slept in like 2 weeks. I think it might be longer, 2 or 3 weeks. I've been burning the candle, and I don't want you to lose all your fucking money. Like, that's the thing that's getting me angry. I do not want to see you fucking give your year away to the market. A lot of this is profit taking. It's not technically bearish. So you're like giving your money to other bulls' profit. You don't want to do that shit. You don't know anybody any fucking your wins in the year. Don't do that. I don't want you coming back here at the bottom, the actual bottom, and saying I'm fucking poor. Don't do it. If you have, I think in the brief I said if you have to, just sit in your fucking hands. Now, if we go to 685, you should sit on your hand. Most of you should sit on your hands. I'll be honest with you. If you're just a bull like buy side, just sit on your fucking hands. We'll paper trade it. I'll teach you how to sell. It's okay. We can do it together. I can teach you. I can teach you even if you don't want to be sell side to at least identify it. And if you are a buyer, as we head into the holidays, the end of the year, you should be looking for unexpected lows. I was talking about this in the brief last night. You'll hear people say things like, well, why are they giving us a new low? When we go risk off, it's just like being a bull. It's the inverse. You know, like a bull will tell you, we start at $10, we're targeting 20. We're not targeting 100, we're targeting 20. So you hit the 20, you take your money and walk, right? So on buy side, you're like, okay, we hit $10. Oh my God, we got an extra $2.50, right? Now it's $12.50. Okay, we're going to look to buy $8.50 to go to 15 and 20. So on sell side, if we're doing it in the inverse and our target, let's say, is, I'm going to buy this 0 to 8 in the close. Hold on here. Hold the fuck on. Give me a second. Give me one quick fucking second here. Where did I get that target up there? 665? Oh, 2 cents? Get the fuck on out of here. Maybe not that one. 664? Fucking $500? 5 cents? Okay. So, my God, so cheap. My point is that on the inverse, when people are targeting downside targets, right? They're saying, hey, man, I'm targeting 650. And we blast, let's say we're going to 650. So all of a sudden you're like, oh, we got 647 and a half. A bear is going to love that. I got the extra on top. And now the door is open lower. So then okay, now we're targeting 640. Well, 655 and then a quick correction and then down to 640. If we bounce on 642 and a half, maybe it's done. It's like the inverse now. So at least for right now. So when you see like people saying, yeah, the bottom, bro, is going to be 647. Nah. They're targeting down. They're targeting 615. They're targeting 560. That's what they're fucking targeting. Oh, yeah. Give me that bounce. Yeah, that's right. Do you understand what I'm saying by that? I was trying to put into words in the brief last night, but I was like, eraser gang. They're going to eraser you for the next, 3 months. They're not really erasering. They're fucking showing you new doors being open lower. They're not actually a racer gang. It's just the inverse of going up. So you want to be aware of that. Yeah, that's right. Ooh, 8 cents. 5 cents to 8 cents. Woohoo! Up 30%. Hey, up 9 cents. I'm not giving you 8. No. I want 30 or 40. Rip the bell, please. Go ahead, do it. Rip the bell. Take all those fucking early put buyers' money, boss. Show them where we're going. We're in the inverse now. Crush all these bears' hopes and dreams into the close, please. Yep, back down to flat again. You know you can do it. You can do it, little man. Bears are so used to selling fucking closes, they haven't gotten used yet to ripping a close. They're gonna learn eventually. Maybe not today, but they're gonna learn. They're gonna learn that ripping closes are a fucking bull fucking special. Maybe not today, but when we go to like limit downs, you'll see it. Not limit downs, but like markdowns, you're gonna see it more frequently. Nice little Fridays and shit. Just go the opposite direction. It's all like this is all like if we ripped, this is all gonna be behaviors of risk off. Well, I've lived in a bear market. I have. I lived in a dumpster behind a Wendy's, and I worked sweeping the floors up at nighttime. But I have done it. I have done it. Bears love that shit here and that. They're like, "Oh God, tell me more, Cap. You were poor for a whole bear market? Fuck yeah!" They're like scratching my name off the kill list. They're like, "Yeah, let him suffer. Let him suffer for 6 months." They always win. Lived by a van. Are we living in a van down by the river during the bear market, boys? Bears are setting alarms. They're like, every market low, I want to show up at the stock market show and shit on Captain Jim James for like 3 straight months. I was in puts. Fuck you. I don't care. Fuck your bullness. Well, no, I had to buy it for an extra penny. I lost the penny. It was 9 cents, but I lost the penny. I'm dealing with pennies here. Yes, Chase in the room with us. You know what Chase will do? Chase, if you're out there, I love you, brother. Chase will be like, "Oh, you bulls thought we were going to this and going to that. You're all dead. You all thought the bull market was going to continue." I'm like, "Dude, I didn't say that." "Yes, you did." You just let them do their thing. Yes, you're right. You're right. Definitely, Chase. I thought we were going to 900 like by December 31st, bro. If you're out there, Chase, happy Thanksgiving. Hope your family's doing well, man. Come on, baby. Give me that big, giant, fucking green dildo for the clothes right here. Give me that big. Oh, let me just check something really quick. I'll find out if we're going to do it. I can actually see, I think. Let me just check some gamma. I forgot to check gamma for today. I got fucking 1 date gamma. Where is it for today? Why the fuck am I not looking at this stuff? Oh, what was that? Why didn't that show just then on my chart? I gotta look at some shit here. SGD trying to get me to sell. I ain't selling shit, dude. Diamond hands, baby. You ain't going negative numbers on SGD. I don't trust you. Hold on a second here. I gotta go back and check this for a minute. The median S&P 500 stock carries short interest equivalent to 2.4% of market cap, which ranks in the 78th percentile. Woo! Decrypt Strategy co-founder Saylor downplayed concerns on Friday that the company could be excluded from certain equity indexes next year. Oh, yeah, you are, dude. You're out. Come on, bro. Fuck on out of here. Certain? You mean Mister? Is that what you're talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Net gamma one day. We could go sideways. Let me just check. Hold on here. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. There we go. 6,600. Nope, we're gonna go sideways. We ain't going nowhere. Yeah, there's some gamma higher, but the pin is at 6,600. We're parked right on it. We ain't going nowhere. We're gonna go right. I think we're gonna go just like this. We're gonna go sideways right there. There's some gamma above us. There's no gamma below us. It's all higher gamma. Be careful if we don't squeeze this close, we could squeeze the weekend. Be careful. All the gamma is right where we are or higher. All the pins are higher. No pins lower. We're either parked here or going up. There's it's probably like a 75% chance. So we get parked here or we go higher. Jesus Christ. The short interest is ridiculous right now. My God. They're trying to crash this like it was fucking not quite 2008. So just a note to you, they're trying to crash this December like it was 2018. Just like 2018. Not only is the short interest that high, they're from what I can see right here, the short interest is mapping just like 2018, 19, and 20. 2018, I'll show you guys this shit later. Short interest is most elevated versus history in defensive sectors. Short interest for the median S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, and Russell 200 stocks. Wild. It's the same short interest from 2018, 19, and 20. You know what's interesting about that? It leads to like violence to the upside too. If I had to put this in words, like top line, if you see any big down moves, they should be followed by a massive squeeze, like massive. That's wild. If you want to understand this better, look at all 3 years together. Look at like 2018, 19, and 20. That's fucking crazy. It's the same goddamn setup as 2018, 19, 20. At least short interest wise it is. I posted this to you last night in the Discord already. Last night I posted you short squeeze stuff. There was a chart I posted in there about largest companies with large caps with short interest. That's fucking crazy. Just a note to you, the gamma for today, the most prominent bar is 6,600. The next most prominent bar is 6,625. The next most prominent bar is 6,650. The next most prominent bar is 6,700. The next most prominent bar, and they're huge, they're massive, 6,750. That's equal highs on the drop from the 19th. I'll give you some other information here. Before we close out the day here. 2-date volume. Two-date volume, mostly to downside hedging. There is some 2-date volume for 6,650. That's today into Monday. We might be going higher. Let me just check systematics really quick. We have like gamma support today into the close. There is a lot of hedging over the weekend. A lot of like 1 day, 2 day puts. But I can't blame them for doing that if you're making money on the sell side. What the fuck are you gonna do? You got money to spend. I do that shit all the time. At the money volatility. Another big note for you guys: be very careful. Look, this is looking pretty bullish, not bearish. Like at the money vol is expected to get hammered over the weekend. Maybe if you're not directionally committed, just selling volatility in a Monday's baller. Sell the VIX in a Monday. The VIX wouldn't ramp on Monday if we went down and retested the lows. The VIX is already elevated. We would need to break below some major support for the VIX to ramp again. What else? Vol control. Let me check those guys. Vol control are right on the fucking edge of sellers. They're not there yet, but they're right. They're ready to sell. CTAs. This is kind of weird. Like CTAs and COT or CTAs and vol control. They're on the edge of becoming major sellers. They're only selling, I think, 2 billion per day. I think it's 2 billion, but like there's 2 billion in retail coming in right now too. So it's like it's a wash. It's more than 2 billion. There's like 5 billion. Like retailers don't believe this at all. Retailers are buying every goddamn major dip. They came out yesterday buying too. Retailers are buying yesterday. Retailers are countering CTA and vol control sellers. Now, retailers and hedge funds are doing that, but like this is the place where hedge funds buy and COTs buy here too. Which kind of flattens it out, but if we start losing, they will turn like a dime to sell. I think retailers would do that too. I think retailers are also very panicky. It's an interesting mix. Hold on here.
It's in balance. Nasdaq 100, sell side 703 million, Dow 30, sell side 193 million, and the Mag 7, a buy side of 40.5 million.
Mag 7, big buyer. Top 5 buys in the close: Nvidia, MSFT, GE, MS, and Uber. Top sells into the close: AMD, Verizon, Tesla, MU, and Google. Biggest buyers: NVDA, Misfit. If this changes, I'll let you know into the close. There's more net selling in S&P overall, more net selling in NASDAQ overall. Mag 7, though, individual tickers. It's all individual ticker stuff. They're not buying indexes. S&P, a little bit more buying
Trump,
going
when asked
on right
by
now.
Ukraine, says Zelensky will have to like my plan.
There's a slightly more buying in S&P than there is in NASDAQ. Mag 7, though, is like single stock buying, lots of it right now. Amazon just came up. Now it's buy Nvidia, Misfit, Amazon, Google, GE. GE of all fucking companies. Why is everybody buying GE? What's going on with GE? GE's not normally on this list. Is this because of aerospace? Just a note to you out there. Get your eyes on GE because they got shanked into the bell today. Seriously. I don't know why they're buying this. I see the bull flag here. There's a bull flag going back to 929. Maybe it's just short covering. More down, but short covering possibly on GE. So short cover the close and look for another sell at 300. That's the only thing I can think of here. Look for another sell at 293 or 300. There could be a squeeze on Monday on GE. I don't take it as bullish. I take it as short covering. Or like spread covering or of some kind. You could make a nice little bump. Beyond climbing the wall of worry right now. GE up 8%, SGD up 8. A whole bunch of. Hey, another thing here. If you've got shitcos, watch them in the close here. Any of your beaten down shitcos, they're all ramping right now. BBNX blasted off today. We called them out twice or three times this week. They traded 32.11 on the high. We've called out BBNX like 3 or 4 times, I think. They're cranking. PAX. Remember I said PAX take a breather? They didn't take no fucking breather. Trading 27.50 into the bell. EVTV hasn't done shit for me. Still just fucking floating around in there. Bitcoin looks like it wants to blood again. Heads up to you. Bitcoin trading 84.39. A note to you: if you're on Bitcoin and you're not like me, if you see a low below 8, pencil sharpening. If you see a low below 80,148 and then a second low, and you're like, I don't want to hold this shit. Your next target, you ready? Your next target? To a tick? 53,818. So just note that. Ready? I'll give it to you again. Now, you could squeeze higher on Bitcoin, but if you see those two lows, it ain't going to matter. So I'll give you an example. If we break below, let's say, 80,000 and 80,082, you would look for a squeeze to, let's say, 96 or something, 96. You would then print 53,000. That would probably not come until next year in the spring. I would suspect. Or are we bleeding right now? We're bleeding right now. I would suspect by April, May, 50,000. I don't think it's unreasonable. You'd probably smash into like some others, but just a note to you: don't freak out and sell it if it blasts down below 80,000. It'll come. I'll show it to you right now. Yeah, you'd trade below 74,513, but then it would come back up again. You'd trade like 74,513. It would come back up, but I guarantee you it's going to go to 50. It's going to go to 53. They're going to fucking murder that goddamn thing. So if it blasts below, hang on tight. You'll still catch 100 or 90 or so. Not the time to be paper-handed with that trade. I'll go over Bitcoin in a private stream next week with you guys. Where's my calls doing right now? It better not be at a fucking penny. I'll be pissed. God damn these bastards. I'm still holding them into 4.15. I want to see a big ass fucking green bar. I want to see one big giant green bar. I'm getting sun in my eyes now. Happy Thanksgiving to you out there. Another note here into the close. Mag 7 is the big winner. Google at the close here is Google, Avgo, Apple, WFC, and Misfit. Those are the big winners in the close on S&P 500. Mag 7 big winners in the close. Apple, Misfit, Google, Tesla. Tesla's on the bottom right now too. Apple, Misfit, Google, Tesla, Meta, Nvidia, and Amazon. I'm green as fuck on that. I'm afraid of the squeeze higher here. I'm afraid of like a big, giant fucking green bar up here. Big, giant green dildo up there. I did this once and they printed and they didn't pay me. I had a green bar like this one day and they didn't pay. I had to fucking contact my broker. They tried to fucking slick me out in here between like 4:15 and 6 p.m. Took me for like 40 fucking cents, for something like that, 47 cents or something. Like, give me my money. They rolled me into they probably assigned me to a bunch of actually I got a notice over that weekend too. I got a notice. I was like, I didn't have any fucking spreads on. I was like, get the fuck out of here. It's like you're trying to fucking pile me in and not pay me. That was a true story.
So for the
Wait,
week,
or-
the small caps Russell 2000 index declined.
Voice news disconnected.
What are calls on Monday going for? They're pretty healthy. 664 is the target on Monday. We're probably not going to do this right now. Excuse me. 664 is the target for Monday. That's your Monday high expectation. Your Monday high expectation is 664 to sell. Should I just leave this shit on and get the fuck out of here? If it closes on a high, I'll call him if I need to. I don't think I can call these guys. This is a fucking Robin Hood brokerage. I don't think they would fuck me. That shit only happened on not Thinkorswim, on Tasty. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. It's Friday. Have a great weekend. This shit ain't gonna print. They just took me for like $500. Yeah, it's what it is. He took me on a Friday. And I'm not gonna get my penny back either. I'm not gonna get my penny back. They keep the extra 100 for the fuck around. How about 2 pennies? You gonna give me 2 pennies? Give me $200 back? You gonna Rampo-Rama this into 415? Is that what you're gonna do? What are you gonna do? You gonna go in the money and not pay that? You're not gonna pay him? We're in the money, bro, but there's no interest in him. Nobody wants it but me. I wonder if it was an OpEx maybe that it happened on. I wonder if that's why they assigned me, because they were killing all the options. I gotta go back and look at that fucking trade. The spreads are closed now. All the spreads are closed here. So then they start assigning options to spreads to take people's money away from them. Like, it's between now and 6 p.m. This shit's gonna ramp. Futures would be a good trade. Uh-oh, this is pissing a bear off right now. I forgot this looks bad for a bear. They're going to be angry here. I got to start thinking like a bear and stop thinking like a bull. Bears watching these green bars. This is like a bull watching red bars on a Friday. Come on. It's like 5 cents and then 1 cent. I'm like one strike away from getting like at least my 5 cents back. Literally like 1 strike away. I'm literally like 1 penny, 5 pennies. They probably know I'm doing this. They're like, we're gonna do this until fucking 4:15, bro. Then we'll bring it up. Back in the old school days, you could do this shit more than you can now. There's like nothing like that. There's nothing like this back in the day. Back in the day, this shit would go like fucking this. Go just like that. They don't do that shit anymore. I guess I can trade Bitcoin over the weekend, right? I'll become a Bitcoin junkie on the weekends. I'm just sticking around. They're not going to move this fucking thing. They're not going to move this till fucking 4:15. All right, you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to see my daughter tonight, so I won't be around. I'm going to the hospital tonight. I'll be real well rested up, and I'll see you guys on Monday morning. Happy Thanksgiving out there. Still watching this shit.